just give me this shit. And playing Tunic, bitches. Oh, yeah, that's right. Let's see. Sorry about that. I got 2 flowers, 1 attack claw, 1 effigy. Okay, hold on. Hold on, let me check my trophies. Okay. Okay. I need get the treasures. I need Oh hey, how's it going? Yeah. It's a her. Her name is Echo. She's a Russian blue. She's a silver kitty. I know she looks darker in this lighting, but if you see her in the sunlight, she's clearly silver. Yeah. Well, Echo. In case you misheard me, Echo, like ECHO. She was already named when I got her. Long story how I got her. She's basically a rescue. Damn it, it'd be hard to find your way sometimes. Here we go. You guys want some of this? This fox is not fucking around. How the fuck did that not hurt him? I was like, what the shit? God, there's so many secrets in this game. It's kind of bonkers. Oh well, shit happens. Yeah. You showed you a good girl. I love you. Damn it. Oh, what are you gonna do? Probably stumbled into there a little bit. Oh, well, I'll see you later, cat. Cats are gonna do what cats gonna do. Hold on, I'm trying to make sure. I'm like looking for a gold coin, and I'm trying, like, am I going the wrong place or going to the right place? Oh, okay. It's over here. Sweet gold coin, that's what I needed. And apparently you can customize the fox. Which is kind of fucking wild. Let me see. I actually want to see how you do that now because, like, I went through this game and beat it, didn't know you could do that. Huh. Okay. What the fuck? That's cool. Pink. Yellow. Oh, kind of orangish, kind of tails color. Green. Blue. I'm looking for just like a simple black. There we go. Oh, that changed my outfit. That's cool. So it looks like that changes the band. Oh, that's changing my shoes. Gotcha, okay. I guess this changes the shirt. I think so. No, that's a scarf. Wait a minute. Oh, so it changes my hand, my feet, and my nose when I go through this one. That's my general skin color. That's my clothes. That's my sash. Man, it's actually kind of fucking wild that I beat this entire game and never saw any of this. Trying to get a look at it, my character with the outside light. Okay, I want to be a black fox, because I feel like that's the no fuck around fox. Like, there's gonna be a fox that you wouldn't fuck around with. That's gonna be the one. But I don't like, yeah, let me see. Is that red? Yes, it is. Okay. That's the sash. That's the scarf. Oh, hey, a white fox. That's kind of cute. I'm purple. Sorry if it's just like ridiculous, I just think it's really cool. Yeah, I think that's good. It basically matches my shield. Oh, motherfucker. Forgot about that one coming down the stairs. Jesus, those guys are strong. Oh, yeah! I'm gonna rest. Because I've got virtually no health and no healing items. Kinda fucked. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I'll have to come back. You walk your way to the west and down a ramp. Okay. Way west, down a ramp. Sweet. More speed. You really need these upgrades. These are the secret treasures. I've got 2 of them. Okay. Okay, yeah, I already went this way. That's the attack upgrade. Oh no, I can't either, man. I'm stoked. It's only a little while away now. That'll be a day 1 purchase for me. And honestly, it looks like it's gonna be fucking huge. Like, we're almost getting a new FromSoft game. It's kind of insane. See. And it's gonna be super fucking dense. You know, people's biggest complaint with Elden Ring was that there was some repetition and they felt like there was some padding. Which I won't say the whole game was padded, because that's just not fucking true. But there was definitely some padding where you go into the dungeon like, oh my god, this is just the same layout, or you fight the same fucking boss for like the 3rd time. So they focused, instead of making it as big as they could possibly make it, they focused on making it extremely dense. Like Miyazaki, said that So, he said this is by far the densest part of Elden Ring. So, I think size-wise, he said it's going to be about the size of Limgrave. But I think people are underestimating the size of it because they think of the sheer map size and not how fucking dense it's going to be. Because I think, me personally, that it's going to be the size of Limgrave physically, but it's going to have the amount of content of several regions because they were trying to fan feedback. Okay, you thought there wasn't enough content? We're going to make a region that's fucking packed to the gills. And on top of that, Elden Ring, as I'm sure you know, has some really, really fucking large underground areas. So who's to say there's not an entire underground map that's just big? I really hope they have a new underground map because I fucking love the underground in Elden Ring. I think it's probably my favorite part of Elden Ring. The first time, you go underground and you step out and you see just fucking sea of stars above you and spirits and you're fucking riding your horse. It's just fucking surreal. Oh wait, there's a huge city down here. There's several huge cities. I mean, if he said it's as big as Limgrave, then it should be, dude. Limgrave is bigger than Altos Plateau. I think Altos Plateau is actually one of the smaller regions. I think the largest region in terms of sheer map size is Lernia. Okay. Of course, Altus Plateau, still probably my favorite region in the entire game, because I feel like it has the most variety. God, I hate these fucking turrets. Yeah. Fuck, I'm right there. It's not a big deal. I think it's gonna be denser. Like I said, I don't think people are gonna have to worry. Another key factor, okay, is that Miyazaki has already confirmed that there will be multiple legacy dungeons. Multiple. We don't know how many, but most of us, myself included, thought there was going to be one. One region, one new main dungeon. No, there's going to be multiple main dungeons. Even if there's just two. That's a lot. The legacy dungeons are fucking enormous. And he's also confirmed that there's going to be several dungeons that are like the Shaded Ruins. Where they're like mini dungeons, but they're still large. So, I honestly think this game is going to be more than, the DLC is going to be more than enough. I honestly think that it will be approaching its own game. in size. Because, you know, they spent about 5 years making Elden Ring. Because they started working on Elden Ring before they even finished Sekiro. So they had to spend a large part of that figuring out how to make an open world and keep the Souls formula, and then how to update their engine, because you have to remember their engine was not made for areas that size. So a huge amount of the time of Elden Ring was figuring out how we're going to get this to work, how is our engine going to fucking withstand this, recoding, retesting, because you can't just transfer the Souls formula into an open world. They had to do a lot of alterations to make it work. So a lot of the time in Elden Ring was just figuring out how we're going to do this. But with this DLC, that's done. The engine is ready. They know how to do it. So they had 2.5 years to just roll out content. So there's going to be a lot of content. Okay, I think I've got most of the stuff that I can get for right now. I've got to proceed the main quest till I get some more tools. Like I said, I'm just kind of basically doing one more run in this game, getting all the collectibles. After that, it'll pretty much get the platinum, so... Okay. I hate those turrets so fucking much. With the shield, they're bearable, but they're still a pain in the ass. Okay, so... Oh, maybe, hold on. I'm trying to find a specific place. You know, plus, I mean, it's FromSoft. I trust them completely, man. You know, there's a lot of game companies, you're like, do I trust them? Hey, and FromSoft, I do. You know, with FromSoft, they have never let me down. Ever. I can say that I like some of their games more than others, but they have never, in my opinion, made a bad game. Ever. And not only that, but they have a track record for delivering fucking awesome DLC. You know, Artorias of the Abyss, the 3 Crowns for Dark Souls 2, Ashes of Ariandel, the Ring City, the Old Hunters, like, their DLCs are fucking awesome. In fact, most people would say their DLCs are better than the base game, so... And this is, by far, the most time they've ever spent making a DLC. Yeah, well, dude, I mean, at this point, I've kind of stopped giving a shit, you know? I don't know. We'll have to see. If they show the trailers and shit, and I'm like, oh my god, that's good, then okay. But right now, man, I've kind of stopped giving a fuck. Starfield really, really let me down. Yeah. Starfield really, really let me down. And I don't want that to happen again. And also, Phil Spector, I think is his name. Phil Spencer, the president of Xbox. Phil Spencer. Phil Spector was actually a different guy who worked for Sony. Phil Spencer has said to not expect Elder Scrolls 6 before 2028. 2028 is the earliest, okay? So that's minimum 4 years away. So I'm not going to get excited for something that's nearly half a decade away. And that's if they don't delay it, which we know fucking Bethesda has a habit of doing, like how they delayed Starfield like 4 times. Yeah. Yeah. Phil Spencer said that the Elder Scrolls 6 is going to come out in 2028 at the latest. Like, he literally said that. So, if bare minimum, if the fucking game doesn't get delayed, we're looking at it holiday 2028. It won't even be on this generation of consoles, man. And, you know, it's funny, because now people are hyped up for Fallout, and they're just like, we hope that you're not excited for a new Fallout game anytime soon! Because they're not going to start working on Fallout 5 until they finish Elder Scrolls 6, so we're looking to, like, 2030? They're like, don't hold your breath! Okay. I mean, I understand taking your time, you know, to try and make a game good. But at the same time, like, these super long fucking waits for games, man, are getting kind of old. I don't want them to rush it out, but not waiting 12, 13 years would be fucking great, too. Okay? Because if the Elder Scrolls 6 comes out in 2028, that will literally be 17 years between entries. That is fucking ridiculous. We're like waiting almost 2 decades between games now? So, you know, it's, you know... You know, and the whole reason why we're getting all these problems, dude, is because the way Bethesda works. They have one main team, the Bethesda team, the main team that everybody thinks of, Todd Howard. And they have all these game franchises, and they like to take their times on games. And that's cool. Like I said, I don't want them to rush out a piece of shit. Although, you know, Starfield was in development for God knows how long and still was disappointing as fuck, so I guess not even a really long development time can guarantee a game's gonna rock. So they have to spend multiple years on one game before they can even start to work on the next game. And since it's a chain, we're waiting, you know, at this point, I would rather them just give the IPs to other teams. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Bethesda, and I love the main Bethesda team, but it's not like they're the only people that can make a fucking Fallout game. Besides, Fallout is big enough that it's not going to interfere. They can have multiple Fallout games. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they can have multiple Fallout games in development at once. It'll be okay. God damn it. Fucking bridge. I have to wait till later. On the bright side, though, they are actually, they confirmed they were making a map expansion, Fallout 76. Not like an expedition, like an actual 7 new region. So that's pretty cool. I actually think Fallout 76 has gotten pretty good. It's not like, oh my god, fucking amazing, but it's not bad anymore. It's actually pretty decent. That's cool. I always forget about that fucker that runs up the stairs. Because you don't think you'd aggro him from that far away, but you do. Well, I appreciate that, man. Just don't get in trouble. I'd be kind of upset if I saw somebody lose their job. I just go forward a little bit more, and I should be able to get the platinum in this game. And I enjoy this game, so I want to get the platinum. I'm not like a platinum hunter where it's like, oh, I gotta hunt for platinum, but if I really enjoy the game, I will definitely go for it. And I honestly really love this game, considering this was made by basically 3 dudes. I mean, technically, if you're talking about ESO, but yeah. I mean, that kind of... I would say probably a better comparison would be like The Witcher. Because, you know, don't get me wrong. I love Skyrim. I put a lot of time into Skyrim. Hundreds of hours, probably. And, you know, I love that, but I honestly think that Witcher 3 is better than anything that Bethesda's ever made. And I'm not trying to shit-talk Bethesda either, because I think Witcher 3 is better than a lot of things that any other people have made. It's kind of like the pinnacle of Western RPGs, if you ask me. Like, Witcher 3 is one of those games where it's like, it's hyped to hell, and it fucking meets the hype. Witcher 3 is just fucking amazing. Yeah. In all fairness, though, you can't really control for that, dude. You know what I mean? Games advance. You know, so what was fucking amazing now is not going to be as awesome later. Especially if you're going for, like, photorealistic graphics. That's one of the downsides for going for realism, is it ages badly. Games like Tunic, or games that are cel-shaded, age a lot better and hold up better over time. But, conversely, if we didn't have games that were photorealistic, we'd never push graphics. That we have the same graphics we always have. So, yeah. Yeah, no, Devil May Cry 1 is still great, dude. Well, Dark Souls 1, yeah. If we're talking like a technical perspective, it was never that great to begin with, man. Like, Dark Souls 1, it came out in 2011. Skyrim came out in 2011. Uncharted 3 came out in 2011. Like, Dark Souls didn't look fucking amazing graphically when it released. And I say that as somebody who loves Dark Souls. But, you know, you're even when in 2011 when it came out, you're like, oh my god, these graphics! You know? But FromSoft has never been cutting-edge graphics, so I don't expect that, you know? They've been more of a mid-range developer. Even Elden Ring. I love Elden Ring. But you can't say Elden Ring is fucking cutting-edge graphics. Like, the artistic direction is fucking amazing. But even by PS4 standards, Elden Ring doesn't look that amazing. It doesn't need to. Because it's a great fucking game and the artistic direction's on point. If you have a great art style and like a great atmosphere, you can get away with having okay graphics. And that's why I would still say Elden Ring's a looker. You know what I mean? Like, it's not technically astounding, but the art direction is so good, and the world design is so good that it doesn't matter. Like Tunic, for example, since that's the game I'm playing right now. Is this game a fucking visual powerhouse? No. But it looks really nice, because it has a great art style. And I also think it's part of how we need to reframe it. People are like, graphics don't matter. They do, though. Just not in the way people think. When I judge graphics, when I talk about graphics, I'm not just talking about the raw technical graphics. I'm talking about the fucking aesthetic. Would people love Bloodborne if the aesthetic wasn't as good as it was? Answer, no. A large part of the reason why people love that game is the fucking pitch-perfect Victorian London shit. Would people, you know, like horror? I mean, okay, half of horror, half of the scares in horror is from the atmosphere and the lighting. If you could go to just about any horror game, take the lighting out, and make it all bright and cheery, keep the gameplay the same and suddenly it wouldn't be scary because the mood is gone. So graphics do matter, just when you say that graphics matter, people think you just mean technically. And that couldn't be further from the truth. Graphics matters, obviously technically, but also artistically and aesthetically. Yeah, I need to get into the well. Let me see. I think... Yeah, I can get... Okay. Okay. Yeah, of course. That's fair. Even though I still think it's a very unpopular opinion, but it's my opinion. Dark Souls 1 is my least favorite FromSoft game out of all of their main games. I like Dark Souls 1 the least. I like Dark Souls 2 better. That's a really unpopular opinion. Like I said, it's my opinion. I don't fucking care. I think Dark Souls 1 is a good game. I think Dark Souls 1 is a good game, but it suffered from extreme technical issues. The frame rate in the original game is just unacceptable. Blighttown getting down to literally 10 frames a second is just fucking insane. And yes, I understand there's a remaster, but, you know, they had to wait 7 years for somebody else to fix their problem. And I also think that there are parts of Dark Souls 1 that are just blatantly fucking unfun. And, I mean, that's not even a coincidence. They have literally said that with Dark Souls 1, they ran out of time and had to release it. Out of all of the FromSoft games, Dark Souls 1 is the only one that was unfinished. And that's why we get Bed of Chaos, which is the worst fucking FromSoft boss of all time ever. Okay? You know that even FromSoft recognizes the boss as shit when they make it so that your progress doesn't reset when you die. Like, oh my god, the old Bed of Chaos is like literal hot ass. Yeah, that entire area sucks. I mean, aesthetically, cool. Oh great, I'm gonna walk over lava and get bombarded by huge dinosaurs every 15 feet. So, I mean, like, literally, like, it is blatantly unfinished. The developer, Miyazaki has literally said, yeah, we were too ambitious with Dark Souls 1. We ran out of time. And they went out of their way, luckily, to make sure that never happened again. So, none of the other Souls games got rushed. Bloodborne, they were, you know, obviously disappointed with it being rushed, and were like, okay, this is not gonna happen again. Which is good. So, yeah, like I said, I mean, it means that it's the only FromSoft game that was literally unfinished. I mean, it was a bad idea to start with, dude. Fucking Bed of Chaos. Hey! You know how the platforming in Souls games sucks ass? Did in the original games. Let's make a boss focused around platforming. The worst part of our game! Oh boy. Plus the fucking getting cursed. I honestly have to say, I think that may be the worst status affliction in any game I have ever played. And that's after they patched it. In the original Dark Souls, the fucking curse could stack. So you can get your health halved, die, and then get your health halved again, and get your health halved again. And there wasn't even half the places to get the purging stones. They added them to the fucking that bitch behind the grate. I forget her name, but you know, the buy something thief behind the grate. They added them to her. So previously you could only get it by going to Lost Islet. Not Lost Islet, I'm sorry. New Londo. So yeah, let's have to wonder into one of the most dangerous areas in the game with half health. Oh, that'll be fun. It was bad. It was so bad. Okay. Need the well. And see, I'm supposed to get down the well, but I honestly forgot where I'm supposed to go into the fucking well. It's been so long. I wasn't, this game has a lot of very specific paths you expect it to take. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, the first Dark Souls. I do not like it as much as everyone else. I always hear people saying, it's the best! It's by far the best! And I just disagree. I staunchly disagree. I mean, I'm not gonna fucking fight somebody over it, If that's their opinion, good for them. But I'm just saying, I think it's the weakest. I won't say it's a bad game, because it's not. Yeah, that's true. The Northern Undead Asylum is really good. I also like Dark Root Garden. I really like the aesthetic for Dark Root Garden. Yeah. Okay, let me see. Okay, yeah, okay. I think I got this. Yeah, it's fine, man. I got what you meant. Honestly, dude, most of the hate for Dark Souls 2 isn't even fucking directed at Dark Souls 2. It's directed at it not being more like Dark Souls 1 and doing its own thing. Like, most of the hatred that I've seen people espouse for Dark Souls 1 2, it's just been that it wasn't the first game all over again. So, and that's not really a good way to judge a game, honestly. You can be like, I am personally disappointed with this game. This was not the game I wanted it to be, and that's valid. But when you're just like, I'm gonna say this game is shit just because this is not the game I wanted it to be, it's bad. That's a shit way to judge a game. Because then you're like judging your personal disappointment. It's just, And a lot of the stuff that Dark Souls 2 did went on to become parts of the series. Miyazaki has even said that a lot of Elden Ring comes from Dark Souls 2. People love Elden Ring. So, the power stancing, the fucking, a lot of the ways that the progression is handled, Dark Souls 2 did a lot. It doesn't get nearly enough credit, I don't think. See, so I should be right. I am right there, so God, sometimes mapping this can be confusing. I apologize. Plus, I'm not just gonna do what people want me to do just so they fucking want me to do it. They ain't my ass. I don't ever like something because it's fucking popular. I like something because I like it, and I avoid the, bullshit. I hate people that do that, man. And that's not to say that you can't like something that's popular, okay? A lot of the time, things are popular for a reason, because they're good. But I'm saying when you like something because it's popular, not because you actually liked it, it's just disingenuous and fucking phony. You're just riding a trend, you're like, hey guys, look what I'm doing. I'm hanging with the cool kids. Basically what it is, like the adult version of that. I like this thing too. Hello, fellow kids. Okay, got it. I hate shit like that. And like I said, I could have played a lot of other games that are more popular on my channel, but that I fucking hate. Like, I'm sure that my channel would grow faster if I played Fortnite. I fucking hate playing Fortnite. And I'd be miserable the entire time I'm playing it. So I'm not gonna do it. Plus, then anybody who watches me is not watching me for me. They're watching me for Fortnite. I don't want people to watch me for the game. I want people to watch me for me. Okay? Because otherwise, if people watch your streams for a particular game, you're stuck playing that game forever. I don't want to be stuck playing one game to the end of time, for one. And for two, if that game falls out of popularity, which it's gonna, nothing stays popular forever, you're also fucked. Look at Ninja. He's like one of the biggest streamers in the world, but if he plays anything other than Fortnite, nobody gives a shit. I don't want that to be me. Some other YouTubers I've seen are really good YouTubers, but now they're basically forced to play one type of game. Like, there's this YouTuber that I really admire. His name is Pro Jarek, and he's a really cool YouTuber. But because he played mostly FPS games, I'm not getting too mad. Because he played too many FPS games, he basically got trapped playing FPS games, and nobody will watch anything he does that's not FPS games. So it's like he can't play games that he wants to play. He has to play the games that people will watch. So I do not want that to happen to me. So, all right, now we're on the right path to the well. And when you build up your brand super quickly, yeah. If I'm not mistaken, aren't you the guy who tried to say that I said the N-word? Like, I really hope that wasn't you. Here we go. These are fucking suicide bombers. It looks fine. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it was you. It was you who said something about the N-word. You said, look here, he just said the N-word. And I hadn't said it, and it was like you were trying to make people think I said it to stir shit. And I blocked you. Okay? So, you're back now, okay? I'm giving you one more chance. Don't do that again. Yeah, but you said I did. You thought it was like a funny idea of a joke. And that's just not the type of shit I'm gonna tolerate on my channel. So, like I said, you can come back. But if you do that again, you're gone. Forever. You were the only one who said that, okay? Generally speaking, most people know that I'm not racist, so I wouldn't say the fucking N-word. I know it's a cliche thing to say, but I have black friends. And yeah, it's like a cliche thing. It's like a cliche thing to say, except it's literally true. Some of my best friends in the entire world are black, so I'm not gonna say some stupid shit that would upset them like that. It's not even like I was worried. You know what I mean? Because I know I haven't said the N word. I'm streaming. You can just check the fucking stream. So it's not like I thought he would get me in trouble. It's just I'm not going to deal with that kind of petty bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Life is too short to deal with assholes. So if somebody starts shit in my stream, they're gone. So that's pretty much just about the only thing I ask people to do is, I pretty much two things, right? Don't be a dick. That's a blanket statement. Don't be racist. Don't be sexist. Don't be hateful. Don't be a dick. And number two, don't get super political. You know, I can talk about politics a little bit, but I'm not going to sit and talk about politics all day because that just costs shit. And at the end of the day, yeah, there are people that say Skyrim is bad. At the end of the day, man, I just ignore them. You're not going to convince, people that it's good. And either they've made up their mind, in which case you're just wasting your breath, or they're just trying to get a reaction out of you and troll you, in which case giving them attention is exactly what they want. Like, okay, you don't like it, that's good for you. I mean, I love Fallout 4. And that's a really unpopular opinion. A lot of people think Fallout 4 sucks, or that it's like the worst Fallout. It's my favorite Fallout. Out of all the Fallout games, Fallout 4 is my favorite. And I played the other ones. I played the other ones first, so it's not like it's my first Fallout. I just like Fallout 4. And all the time, I see people saying they hate Fallout 4 or some shit, and I'm just like, okay, it's good for you. I like it. End of story. Life is too short to argue with people about shit like that, I'm like, okay, you don't like it? Good for you. I do. Well, man, I'm not trying to be a dick to you, but, when you go around doing shit like you were doing, and saying, people were saying the N-word, it's not really a surprise that your account got deleted. That's kind of the shit that gets you in trouble, man. God, I hate these tentacles. They are a pain in the ass. I'm getting attacked by more tentacles than a Japanese girl in an anime. Oh. I don't hate my subscribers, man. I hate people that are being dicks. If you're being a dick, I don't want you as my subscriber. I am not so desperate for views that I will sell out my moral character. I would rather have no viewers than dicks. I would say, if anything, for the most part, I go above and beyond to include my subscribers and people who watch my streams more than a lot of streamers do. A lot of streamers don't hardly interact with their chat at all. I try to talk to every person that comes into my stream. but I'm just not gonna deal with bullshit. Oh, God, these tentacles. Yeah, I'm most likely gonna die. You came into my stream a lot, and I talked to you every time you came into my stream, and didn't block you until you pulled that stunt. So I think, if anything, I've been totally fair to you. But if you can't deal with that, then watch somebody else, man. There's plenty of other streamers out there. You want to deal with fucking drama and bullshit, man? Go watch Aiden Ross. My streams are for people to chill and talk about good stuff and enjoy themselves. Have a good time. Yeah, no, you're right. That is definitely fair. But, you know, at the same time, the reason why they streamlined it was because they couldn't keep up the level of polish. Okay? There was a lot more mechanics in Morrowind and Skyrim. I'm sorry, in Morrowind and Oblivion. Okay? But they were unpolished. In some ways, they whittled down the scale. But they did that so they can make it better. And ultimately, I'm cool with that. I would rather have a couple of things that are really good than a bunch of things that are mediocre. You know, like, there was 200 spells in Oblivion. Yeah, most of them look like the same fucking thing, man. You could levitate an airwalk in Morrowind. Yeah, and it broke the fucking game. Like, there's so many problems that caused from that. That's the reason why they didn't include it in any other Bethesda game, because it broke the game. And not only that, it trivialized 90% of the game. So, you know, it is undoubtedly simplified in some ways. But I think, for the most part, they were simplifying it down to make it higher quality. You know, like, they're like, well, you know, in Oblivion, all the guilds, each guild had so many branches. Yeah, but they were all sort of the same. Now each guild location is distinct. I mean, just like there was more city environments in Oblivion, but most of them look the same. Every major city in Skyrim looks different. I mean, they obviously could have made the map for Skyrim much bigger than Oblivion. Instead, it's the same size, but they made it denser. Skyrim has way more environmental variety. The Rift, you know, Falkreath, Hafingar fucking marches. You know what I'm saying? Whereas all of Cyrodiil kind of looks the same. This is Tunic. Oh god, I hate these fucking so much. Thankfully, this is like the only time in the game you ever have to fight these fuckers. Because if they were more common, they would drive me fucking insane. Plus, the fucking lock-on keeps getting confused. Oh yeah, for sure. Like I said, dude. Most of Oblivion looks the same, man. Cyrodiil, it's like most Cyrodiil looks the same. Skyrim has way more environmental variety. You know, you have the fucking the hinterlands of Whiterun. You have the autumnal forests of the Rift. You have the craggy valleys of the Reach. The tundra of Hafingar. The super snowy parts, you know, in Dawn Starhold. So yeah, way more variety. Yeah, exactly. So I honestly, of course, prefer Skyrim's approach. I would rather have less cities that all look unique than have more cities that are more generic. Sweet. Yeah, it really depends. I think Elden Ring does a good job with the map and has more variety. I think that's actually one of the things that Elden Ring did very well. Was making all of the areas seem unique. Each region is not... You're not going to confuse Limgrave with Lernia. You're not going to confuse Altus Plateau with Caelid. Like, each region in Elden Ring feels unique. Which is how it should be. Because when you have a game that's open world, that's about exploring, if every region looks the same, then what's the point of fucking discovery? You know what I mean? Oh, this other hill that looks exactly like the one I just came from. Yay! Finally, the land. So if you want to keep that thrill of discovery, of wanting to explore the world to see what's around every corner, you have to have varied shit. Yeah, although that is debatable. Don't get me wrong, I love Skyrim, but 2011 was just kind of a fucking amazing year for gaming, dude. Skyrim, Uncharted 3, Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, Batman Arkham City, Dark Souls 1, like, 2011 was a really jam-packed year for games. Rage, and I fucking love Rage. I do not care what anyone says. I love Rage. ...2022 was a great year, though, as well. I definitely love Elden Ring, but 2022 had Horizon Forbidden West, amazing game. 2022 had Dying Light 2, which I think is fucking awesome. Plague Tale, Requiem, which honestly is some of the most emotional I have ever gotten while playing a game. It takes a lot for a game to make me emotional, but Plague Tale Requiem absolutely made me cry like a little bitch, and is one of the games that physically affect me the most. Okay, got the. Okay, I believe. Okay, I got Potion 3. Sweet. Defense 1, I got that one. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure I get everything. Like I said, I'm going for the Platinum Run. Yeah, I'm not talking, like, when I say potions, I'm talking about this. These items improve the potions. So they're like the ranks. If I do this run correctly and get all the major stuff, I should be able to get the platinum for this game. I'm clearing in on 40 platinum, so that's pretty cool. Okay. I think that is mostly everything I can get here. I think there's just one treasure down here, if I'm not mistaken. I'll try to get past these fuckers to get to it, but if not, I'll just look like it. These tentacles are so annoying. Because the window for you to hit them is so small, and yet they do so much damage to you and have such a long reach. They are really annoying. Yes, it was. I agree. You know, and I thought it was so weird, man, that I heard a lot of people saying, like, gaming is dying. I'm like, have you seen all the crazy good games that fucking came out last year? We were just talking about 2023. Dead Space Remake. Shit. I'm trying to think of all the games that came out. Dead Space Remake, Resident Evil 3 Remake, 4 Remake, I'm sorry. Resident Evil 4 Remake, fucking masterpiece. Final Fantasy 16, absolutely amazing. Jedi Survivor, fucking awesome. Hogwarts Legacy, awesome, incredible Harry Potter game we all wanted. Lies of P, fucking awesome. Wolong Fallen Dynasty, awesome. Armored Core 6, awesome. So many that came out in 2023. It's hard to even list them all. It's kind of ridiculous. So many, man. 2023 was so jam-packed with games. Baldur's Gate 3, it's not my cup of tea, but, you know, if you're into the tactical, top-down role-playing game, it is, you know, the GOAT. You know, so it still deserves to be acknowledged, even if it's not my cup of tea. I'm not a big fan of the top-down D&D rule set. Diablo 4. Diablo 3, or 2. See, I'm getting all. Diablo 2 Resurrected. Fucking awesome remake of Diablo. Just like, so many. Assassin's Creed Mirage was really good, and okay, gotta get that treasure. I forgot about that. Was the return to the classic formula that most people wanted. You know, they were just like, we missed the old Assassin's Creed, so that's exactly what Ubisoft gave them. You know, Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora is a really great shooter that just looks absolutely gorgeous. Just a fucking next-gen tech showcase. Alan Wake 2, one of the best games I've ever played. Spider-Man 2, Gollum. Spider-Man 2 is absolutely incredible. I platinumed it. I loved every minute of it. It was everything I wanted Spider-Man 2 to be. Yeah, they do. That's what's annoying about them. Like, there's so many great games last year. It is, frankly, insane. Okay, let me see. Okay, so I'm right there. Now I gotta get to the Dark Tomb, which, okay, yeah, that's really easy to get to from there. So, how much money do I have? Oh, I have a lot of money. Hold on. No, I didn't. I didn't have solar glasses for it, and I'm not gonna fucking hurt my vision by looking at it without them. So. But yeah, it's 2023, man, was just, yeah, it's one of the most jam-packed game years in a while that I like. I mean, it was just stacked from start to finish in that year, man. You know, Cyberpunk got the 2.0 update, got Phantom Liberty. So, you know, even games, you know, getting new updates that were massive. So many great games. That's, you know, so people are like, gaming is dead. Modern games suck. And I'm like, really? You're saying that this year out of all the kick-ass games we had this year? And 2024, you know, it's too soon to judge. It's already had some bangers. Dragon's Dogma 2, from what I've seen, my dad has it. It's fucking incredible. Rise of the Ronin looks really, really good. That's a game that's high up on my list to get when I have money. They brought the Stalker series to console for the first time in ages, which is something I never thought was going to happen. So, you know, and they actually put a lot of work into it, made it like a really good port, and didn't just half-ass it. So props to them. That console players can finally play the first 3 we have a bunch of big games coming. Stellar Blade, Black Myth, Wukong looks fucking awesome. I've been watching that for years. It's finally coming out this year. The DLC for Final Fantasy 16 came out this year. I'm really looking forward to that. I bought it. I'm just waiting to play it. I absolutely adored Final Fantasy 16, so I'm happy to have more adventures. That's fair. The Indiana Jones game is coming out this year and looks really good. Iodine, not sure if that's how you say that, but it's basically the modern successor to Suikoden, and I am a big fan of JRPGs, so that will be, I'll be playing that. It's on Game Pass. I'll be getting that, playing it through Game Pass. Helldivers, yeah, I haven't played it, but I've heard nothing but good stuff. It looks really fun. I just, like I've said, I don't play a lot of multiplayer games. Alone in the Dark, I have heard nothing but great things about the new Alone in the Dark. And I love me some horror. So, we're getting great horror games. I have no idea what you mean when you say stuff like that, man. So, we're only in April, and most of the time, it's the second half of the year that has the biggest, games. We have yet to see E3, you know what I mean? I know E3 is canceled, but even now, companies usually wait till June and have their own basic mini E3 events. So it's basically the same fucking thing, just not on a stage. But Microsoft has already said they're having a big reveal in June. Sony said it, so it's basically E3 without E3. So we don't even know the slate of the games for the second half of this year, where most of the games are coming. So we've already had a pretty solid year. And, in May, they're remaking Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, and I fucking love Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. That may be one of my all-time favorite games ever, and that game is ridiculously hard to find these days, as most GameCube games are. So if they just would have made it on modern systems, still probably would have bought it. It's a total top-to-bottom remake. So they're taking one of my favorite games of all time and fucking remaking it. I'm stoked. Like, Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door is so fucking good. And does not get enough credit because, of course, it came out on GameCube. But it is not just the best Mario RPG. It is one of the best RPGs ever made. It is so, so good. So I'm over the moon that they're remaking it from scratch with modern graphics. As honestly, most of the time Nintendo ignores their GameCube games and act like they don't exist. So that's just up till May. And there's actually, I'm trying not to get too excited, but there's a guy who has variably leaked stuff before for Sony. He says that they are making a Medieval 2 remake, and that it's going to shadow drop in May. I will spontaneously combust if that happens. I fucking love Medieval. And I absolutely love the Medieval remake. And got the platinum for it. Got 100% complete. I loved it. It is a dark, whimsical Tim Burton-esque platformer. It's my jam. I love platformers. I love everything spooky. It was great. And Medieval 2 is also great. And I had hoped, when it came out, the remake, that they would remake the second one, but it seemed like that wasn't going to be a case. Because I pulled up the UI. It seemed like that wasn't going to be the case. Because it didn't sell amazingly well. But if the rumors are true and they're actually remaking Medieval 2, that will make my fucking year. And my birthday's in May. So if it comes out around my birthday, I will lose it. Like, I mean, just like... So I'm excited for that. And normally I wouldn't give a rumor any thought, because it's. But this guy has a proven track record, and he has verifiably leaked shit before, and. So, ordinarily I wouldn't get excited, but this guy has a record of being right. And even before the composer of the game said that there would be a Medieval 2, and then he took down his tweet. And people thought he just made a mistake. It looks like not, because somebody's like, it's a shame it doesn't look like we're getting a Medieval 2 remake, and the composer of the game was like, nobody told me that, and then took it down. So there's more evidence backing that up. Like, I will just be over the moon. So, hopefully it'll happen, because Medieval 2 is amazing, and it's how you do a sequel right. And it deserves more love and attention, because, a lot of people know what Medieval is. There's so many people that don't even know that Medieval 2 exists. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So, it deserves the love and affection. Here we go, here's the tune, and it's part of a dying breed of games. It was made by Sony Cambridge. And Sony Cambridge is unfortunately not really a studio anymore. They did Medieval, obviously, but they also did Primal, another game I really love. And some others that are really great. They were known for doing really unique Gothic games. And they closed down. If you're talking about Tunic, no, I'm not sure. They might be working on a sequel. I would definitely be down for a sequel. I really enjoy Tunic, so... Okay. Here we go. Ba-blam! Nope, come on. Come on. I can see the stairs right there. It's just hard getting to the right angle, because, here we go. Yeah, Shazubi! It's just not a classic adventure game without going and breaking indiscriminate amounts of vases. Like, is it really even an RPG? Yeah. No, I know what you meant, man. I was hoping so much, man, that, Half-Life Alyx meant that Valve was getting back into game development. You know what I mean? Oh, sweet, another flask. That since it did so well, for VR games, still did really well, that would mean we would see more games, especially because the ending of Half-Life Alyx really implies more is on the way. But, once again, it's been like 4 or 5 years now since Half-Life Alyx came out, and still fucking nothing. It's depressing. Like, Valve used to be one of the greatest developers in the world, man. They were fucking unstoppable. Half-Life, Half-Life 2, Counter-Strike, Counter-Strike Source, Portal, Portal 2, Left 4 Dead, Left 4 Dead 2. Just bangers. non-stop. Just, you know what I'm saying? For like, there was like a 10-year period where Valve was just on top of the fucking world. And they're like, let's not make games anymore. I mean, I guess I can understand it to some degree. Because basically, it's like, well, we make so much money on Steam, we don't even have to try anymore. But at the same time, it's just like, you guys were making such great shit, and then you just stopped. That sucks. Left 4 Dead 2 is still considered to be one of the greatest games ever made. It's so great. So it really sucks that we get to get, any more. And Back 4 Blood wasn't really the same thing either, from what I've gathered. It doesn't look bad, but it's just not the same, man. I played the ever-loving shit out of Left 4 Dead 1 and 2. I remember, playing the demo back on the 360 Marketplace. And being impressed. And begging our dad, me and my sister playing it, and begging our dad to get it for us. And, fucking him renting it from Blockbuster, and me and my sister playing through the entire campaign of Left 4 Dead 2, man. Well, that's fair. But that's still a them problem, though. They need to get their shit together. If I ever get fuck you money from streaming, man, and I get like a good amount of change, I'm definitely gonna invest money into getting a PC. And probably the first game I'm gonna play on it is gonna be Black Mesa. I played the original beta version. Yeah, that's true. At least they do. I played the original beta version of Black Mesa when it was still a mod, and loved it at a friend's house, but I never owned it. And they've made so much progress since then, including the Zen shit that's just incredible. So I've always wanted to play Black Mesa. Yeah, Steam Deck. Yeah, that's true. Oh, actually, I need to level up some. I have a lot of golden parts, so I might as well. I'm right by a save, so why not? I'll put my coins in the wallet. You put coins in there to improve your shit. Yeah, that's fair. I think the big issue, man, is that a lot of people just can't afford it, you know? PC gaming is just way more expensive than console gaming. And, you know, you pay way more and it lasts way less. You know what I'm saying? Like, you buy a console and you know it's going to last for a while. At least 5 years. You know, but you buy a PC in 6 months after you spend $2,000 on it. It's fucking outdated. So I don't think it's a lot of people don't want it. I just think a lot of people on lower income can't afford it. You know, a good, truly fucking awesome PC is much more expensive than a console. So that's why most people just go for consoles, because it's cheaper and it'll last longer. Okay, just making sure there wasn't anything rare. Fucking gators, man. Oh yeah, Star Wars Outlaws. We were talking about games I was stoked for around this year. Totally forgot about that. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and Star Wars Outlaws looks really good. We've never really had a massive open world Star Wars game, so it's kind of a novelty. And they're not doing like a No Man's Sky where it's infinite planets that are randomly generated. These are handcrafted zones. So like Tatooine, and being able to get on a speeder bike and just fucking cruise around in a Star Wars area is kind of awesome. And it's really pretty. It's one of Ubisoft's first truly next-gen games, so I'm excited for that too. And I like Ubisoft. A lot of people hate Ubisoft. Ubisoft's one of my favorite developers. They make a lot of games I really love. So, and it's just nice that somebody besides EA is making Star Wars games again, because for the last 10 fucking years they had an exclusivity deal. And look what they did with it, man. The only good Star Wars games under them was the Jedi games, and that was because it was fucking Respawn. EA did more to hurt Star Wars than they did to help games. So, it's just refreshing to finally see other people be able to do it. Because, when Lucasfilms owned Star Wars games, Lucas Games, LucasArts, they allowed so many people to make those games. And we had so many of them. And then, they locked it down to EA. Disney did. Of course Disney fucking did. And we went from getting a shit ton of games to only a handful, and half of them were shit. So it's just really great to see somebody besides EA making them. Plus, we haven't had a whole lot of Star Wars games where you're like a Han Solo kind of scoundrel. So it's got a lot going for it. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, I think that the main chick looks kind of fugly. Unfortunately. But ultimately I don't give a shit. The actual gameplay in the world looks really nice. Plus, it's set between The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, so That's a really interesting setting for a Star Wars game that not a whole lot of them have been in. So they're actually trying to do something different. You know what I mean? And not just repeat the same shit. So that excites me. I love to see these companies trying new shit. So, I honestly think we're, 2024 is already pretty solid, and we have yet to see the majority of the releases. So we come on. Oh, hey, sweet! I'll improve my attack. That'll help. We've already had a bunch of really great games coming out, and we've got a lot more good ones on the way. So, wait, shortcut. And another shortcut. Shortcutception! Yo, dog. I heard you like shortcuts, so I put a shortcut in your shortcut so you can shortcut while you shortcut. Oh, hey, I need those as well. One of the last remaining trophies that I haven't gotten requires you to get 10 of those. How many? I have 3. Okay, well, 7 more to go. So, definitely stoked for that. Okay, so it's a shortcut that leads right back around to the start of the area. That's cool. That honestly makes things a lot easier. I'm about to fight a boss. And the bosses in this game do not fuck around. In fact, I think that's one of the things that can really catch people off guard when they play this game, is how fucking brutal they are. They're really, really brutal. Not like bullshit, but it's like full-on Souls boss. So, most people are not prepared. Here we go. Oh, okay. Okay, put explosives on triangle and freeze on square. Okay. That's right. Yeah, no, that's fair. We got some games that have mods, but not that many. Yeah, that's definitely one of the things that's great about PCs. Modularity. Damn it. Fuck. Bosses are brutal. Actually, oh, there we go. I can improve my attack some. That's good. My offering to the Fox Gods! Come on. Yeah! Fuck you! You fucked with the wrong fox today, bro! He foxed around and found out! Now I can ring the second bell. That's like the end of the first act of the game. Plus, I can open a shortcut now, connecting the part with the other parts of the world. So I no longer have to take the long-ass fucking way around to get back here. Okay. Now that I have both that, this door opens. And this is where you have to get the 3 keys. So it's very classic Zelda setup. Yep, and now that will allow me to activate those obelisks that you've been seeing. You sit there and you basically pray. Do I have to do it in front of? Okay, I think I might have to do it in front of the thing. Hold on. And this allows me to get to the upper region that I couldn't get to before. There's another shortcut I get here. Boom. That'll be good for later. And I'll have to come back later for that. So that's all I can do here, so I'm gonna go that whole way. This is an awesome stat. Lets you fire projectiles. It's great. And if I'm not mistaken, this way takes you to the mountain temple. Yeah, I can't really do anything here. I'll have to wait to come back. Here we go. This also lets you basically access the fast travel system. You're a wizard, Harry! You can see the sword, and he's like encircled. Boom. This is the next major area. Yeah, probably. Yeah, that would probably be a good idea. I'm pretty sure PS5 Pro is around the corner. Pretty sure it's coming out this year. Shortcut. You basically have to activate power. So many cool little secrets and things in this game you can find. It's awesome. The Frog's Domain. Here you get the grappling hook. That's another way I could have taken. Gotcha. They were like frogs, bitch. Oh, fuck. Of course, I aggroed all three of them. You don't want a piece of me? God, I hate these spear guys. They're such a pain in the ass. Especially when they gang up on you, man. Damn it. Alright. Short break and switch games. I'll be right back.